The husband of my husband's affair partner says we belong together. Throw away for obvious reasons. I'm at the point where I need to get this off my chest and maybe get advice. There is a lot to the story, so I'll try my best to explain the background. I, 24F, have been married to my husband Ryan, 29M, for almost 5 years. I always wanted to start a family young. I had an established career by this point and I was very clear with Ryan on the type of life I wanted. I thought we were on the same page. We got married about a week before I turned 20 and not long after we had our first daughter. We now have 3 girls. A little over a year ago my husband cheated on me with a woman, Amy, who was at the time my best friend. We both had 2 girls the same age, so we spent a lot of time together. My husband is an extrovert and had a flexible job, so he would always go on outings with us. Amy's husband, Jake, is introverted and worked a regular 9 to 5, so I only met him in person once. Ryan and Amy ended up developing what I thought was a good friendship. May of 2023, Amy and Jake ended up moving out of our state, and not long after they moved my husband confessed to me that one night while he was helping Amy get ready to move they ended up having sex. They decided not to tell me or Jake until after the move because about a week after it happened is when I told Ryan I was pregnant with our 3rd daughter. Although they only had sex once, I found out he was having an emotional affair with her for months beforehand. They would talk on the phone for hours while Ryan was out working and text all night on Snapchat. Once all this came to light, Ryan and I decided to take some space from our relationship, and so did Amy and Jake. That is when Amy and Ryan decided to start long-distance dating. During this time Jake and I chatted quite a bit since we both knew what the other was going through. This lasted about a month before Amy and Ryan broke it off. We all decided to break contact with each other and try to fix our marriages. Fast forward to the present. My relationship with Ryan has been rocky since. Our 3rd child is a few months old now. I have always worked full-time remotely to support our family financially while also taking care of our 3 kids full-time. Ryan has been unable to maintain a steady income and doesn't spend as much time with me or the kids anymore. He's gone all day and goes out with friends most nights. He says he still loves me and wants our marriage to work, but his actions have made it clear his priorities are elsewhere. About 3 weeks ago we got in a big argument and he ended up saying a lot of awful things I won't repeat and even threatened to physically harm me. After that I told him I was done doing this and we needed to take a break from our relationship. The plan was to take space then talk about how we can build a better relationship. He's been sleeping on the couch since and we've been interacting more as roommates than anything else. This has actually been nice. He's been acting kinder towards me and I can put my feelings and wants first since I don't have to worry about his. Now we finally get to the reason for the post. 2 days ago Jake texted Ryan. He said there were no hard feelings about what had happened in the past and that despite his best efforts things were not working out with Amy. They are getting a divorce. He then went on to ask my husband if he was still interested in Amy and Jake told Ryan he had his blessing to be with her if he wanted and would even help make it happen. At this point my husband decided to mention that him and I were taking a break from our relationship. Jake told Ryan he wanted to reach out to me and asked if it was okay. Ryan said yes and gave me the heads up I might hear from Jake. Well, Jake did reach out to me, and he confessed to me that he's been in love with me since we had developed a friendship last year. He feels we are meant for each other and that he is a better match for me than my husband is. He told me he was trying to push Amy and Ryan back together so that him and I could date. He told me it was the perfect woman and he regrets not making us happen a year ago. He hasn't been able to stop thinking of me since. I don't know what to do. Honestly, it was nice to hear someone say such lovely things about me. Especially since my husband has done a lot to tear me down lately. I think on paper Jake and I would make a great couple. We have similar morals and goals in life. But I don't know him very well, we've met in person once. The history between us is too weird and I'm not sure I could ever have a relationship with him. I'm also pissed that my husband told Jake we were taking a break and said it was okay to reach out to me. I think he might still have feelings for Amy and was hoping if I showed interest in Jake it would give him an excuse to talk to her again without me being upset. I want my marriage to work. I take marriage vows seriously and believe divorce is an absolute last resort, but at this point I don't know what's best for me and my children. The way my husband acted when Jake reached out makes me feel he isn't committed to making things work, and the things Jake said to me made me realize I deserve much better than how Ryan has been treating me. What do I do?